Hi Michael, this is Enoree Station Project, and we have been searching all week for siding for the building. And after a lot of research, this is a piece of original siding. It's cedar. It's roughly 5.5 by 3/8 of an inch thick, and they don't make it anymore. They don't even make anything close. The closest thing they do make is this. This is roughly 5.5 by 5/8, and it is tapered. You can see thinner on one side than the other. It's the closest I could come to the original stuff. They literally don't make this anymore, and it was either custom mill or make do. And of course, we're going to make do. And I actually found a load. It was about an hour away in the mountains, and I spent the whole day going up there, renting a truck. The Ranger couldn't do it this time. It was 16-foot lengths, and I'll get a better shot of it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, you can see most of it's stained. It's actually a nice brownish gray color, and the original color for this cottage was gray, so that might have made a decision for us on whether to go gray or white. And about a quarter of the load is untreated. Now we have to unload it all. Okay, I'm wiped. That's all of it. And so the plan is we want to use as much of the original siding as we can, but there might be enough here to reside the whole building if necessary. So that was perfect for what I needed. And this is, I mentioned, second hand, but it's not used. This was all bought for a project, but didn't actually end up going into use. Okay everybody, we're back to work here at the cottage. We're going to be tackling this wall today, which is the worst wall on the whole cottage. And first things first, I think we've got to remove this big window. It's not original. There's two of these installed. I'm thinking about removing both of them because they're fiberglass, they're single pane, and they really compromise the structure, I believe, when they installed them in the first place. But I'm not 100% sure I'm going to get rid of them, so let's get this thing out in one piece. Don't smash it up in case I need it. And then we're going to start working on peeling off the tongue and groove, which is actually more rotten than the siding, surprisingly. And we'll get to work on repairing all of these studs that they cut and that have been rotten out from the massive hole in the roof that we temporarily patched. All right, let's get to work. Well, I guess that makes the decision for us on whether we're going to get rid of the other window, because I don't think a single pane in that one is still there. It was in really rough shape, and yeah, I don't think I was going to ever get it out and down in one solid piece. It was just falling apart as I was pulling it out of the building. But yeah, I wasn't intending on doing that. Anyway, looks like we have, that's another beehive that's been built in this wall. Probably the only reason that it was abandoned was when the water came pouring in on it from above. Right there. So, yeah. I mean, it's as bad as I was thinking. Okay, as bad as this is, it could have been a lot worse. So I was about to remove the last couple of pieces of tongue and groove off the wall, and I realized that they were actually holding up the rotten ends of these rafters. So I started, you can probably see it up there, nailing in a temporary hanger. And I was just going to nail hangers onto the roof, and you know, they weren't really doing anything anyway, so it's just basically just to keep them off of my head. And I was just about to strike the first nail, and it just heard a creak, and I was lucky because I was standing right on that ladder, and I was able to get off, and then it did this. So I think our plans have changed. I think that I cannot work in this corner of this building with this, obviously, and we're going to get to removing first 4 rafters, and then we are going to have to get rid of the drop ceiling and all the associated wiring and everything like that. So looks like we're back to more demo work. I really want to fix this wall. It's bothered me since I bought the building, and it just not going to happen today. Okay, we're about to attempt to remove the first rafter. It's actually the second one in. I think I need to remove that one first. And I got the drop ceiling cut away, and I didn't know it was a load-bearing drop ceiling. First time I've ever seen that. All right, let's get to work. I think I chose the right one to remove. Okay, this is not how I wanted to spend this day. I really wanted to work on this wall. That's why I bought all that cedar siding and studs and all the nails and stuff. And again, like the cottage does to us a lot, we ended up doing more and more demo work. So I definitely think it's a lot safer now though than it was. I mean, it wasn't doing anything but being a safety hazard. It wasn't supporting any of the load of the building. It wasn't doing anything. It was just supporting a drop ceiling, or the drop ceiling was supporting those rafters. I don't know which, but I know that removing them hasn't compromised the structure of the building at all. If anything, it's lightened the load. I think we're going to stop for today, unfortunately, because I've got a big hole that I need to cover up with some plastic. We've been having a lot of rain, and I don't think today's going to be any exception. All right, everybody, thanks for watching.